Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and in this one we're going to be doing something completely different. Just completely different from pretty much all of the other videos that I have done on my YouTube channel. Today, I am going to be learning something whilst recording a video. Ever since these little fellas ran into the game, slime block flying machines have been just shooting around, alright? They've been massive, they've been crazy, they've been fast, they've been useful, and I haven't really done too much with them. Now, the main reason for that is because, I don't know, for some reason I wasn't really that interested in them. I was more interested in traditional redstone, but also it got to the point where I was seeing this stuff, and I was thinking to myself, I cannot compete with that. I do not understand how these things work. But today, that is all going to change. I'm going to try my best to learn how to build slime block flying machines live in this video. So we're going to be grabbing all of the redstone resources. We're going to need sticky pistons, regular pistons, slime blocks. We're going to need blocks of redstone, potentially observer blocks as well. We're not going to be using any of this stuff because obviously that isn't necessary. And we're definitely going to be needing a flint and steel as well, which is going to be our little updater. So I guess I should probably start working out how we're going to start on this one. Now, I'll be honest, I have built one flying machine before, and that was using a handful of different tutorials and everything like that to make it all work, and I sort of understand the mechanics of a very, very basic one. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to try and replicate that sort of system. So that piston right there is currently being bud powered, which means that when we cause it an update... Good. Okay, well that's a very good start. So when we cause this thing an update, yes, it will extend and it will push out all of those slime blocks and also pull across this piston that we are going to be placing down at the bottom here. So this piston is going to be pulled forward when that piston extends, which means that we need to create a system a bit like that one. Yes, so when this piston extends, it will push all these slime blocks forward, which will pull this slime block forward, putting it next to this redstone block, which means that one will extend, which means it will pull all of these slime blocks forward. And I've just remembered that I need to keep an eye on the push limit. So right now we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that's already quite a few. So then we have this. And then we have that. And that will push that forward? I don't know. Alright, so no. No, we need it to be one block further back than that. I think. I don't know. I really don't know. So this will move forward. Pull that. Yep. And then that will be pushed there. Good. Right. I think. Honestly, I can't tell if this is going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should be fine in that department. Should we just give it a bash? Oh, I so thought I had done it then. So what's the big deal here then? Alright, okay, I guess there. What? What on earth has happened there? Is it all happening a bit too fast? Yeah, it's just totally not realizing that it's being powered. Alright. I guess it's time to do some redesigning. Things are getting pretty large over here. I don't really know what's going on. So we run this into there. Then when this piston moves forward, it should get powered by that. That's all I have to say on the matter. We built one! We've built a flying machine! It actually works! thing actually works. Alright, okay, let's try and work out what exactly is going on. I should probably get myself some obsidian so that I can stop this thing. Oh boy. Because we don't want it to travel off. We don't want our first flying machine to just travel off into the distance. Alright, so this piston here is being powered by that redstone block, but it doesn't update. And then when this piston powers, it pulls this piston forwards, which gets powered by that redstone, which pushes all of these slime blocks forward, which puts them next to this redstone block here. So this piston gets moved forward, but gets put next to that redstone, which pushes this piston forward, which puts it next to that redstone block, which pushes this piston forward, which completes the full cycle, which means that we have got ourselves a fully functioning 4-piston flying machine. Alright, this is a really, really good start. I was not expecting to get that built so quickly. Now it's time to try and build a bigger one. I just want to build a massive cluster of slime blocks traveling through the sky like a strange green cloud. Now I'm wondering, and this might be a bit of a stupid question, if I can place a piston facing in this direction. I don't know. So if we had, so this is the same system that we had before. So then that would be pulled backwards into a redstone block like this one. No, of course. Of course you couldn't have a backwards facing sticky piston. What a silly idea that is. Right, let's try and make this thing huge. I really, really hope this thing works. I really do. I think it's going to be quite slow. So that's 4, and then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, okay, so this is good. This is a decently big machine. Ah, of course. Of course, I started panicking right then. No way! I'm getting the hang of this. Alright, so we have got ourselves a pretty large scale flying machine right there. Wow. I definitely think we can go bigger than this though. And then we'll start moving on to some slightly different challenges. I think one of the first things that I really want to do is I want to make a flying Mumbo face. I think that would be a really great thing to do. We've done the mustache. I think we could add in the eyes and maybe the hair as well. And we're definitely going the right way about it here, building big structures like this one. But also, I want to make a missile. Like, definitely a missile, I think would be a cool thing to do. But first, let's improve the size of this thing. I just want it to be huge. I actually thought it would be fun to see how small I could make it. And, oh, so close. Right, it definitely looks like we need 4 pistons for this one. So we need that to power that, which will pull another piston that can go... Oh, this is difficult. So this redstone block will power that, and then that can be pulled forwards here. I mean, it's difficult to make them really small. I'm used to compacting things hugely. Like, compacting is sort of what I do. And it's really strange not knowing how to compact it. I mean, if we could get a setup like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. No, that's never going to work. Right, this little setup right here should hopefully do the trick. It's not the smallest thing in the world. And it doesn't work still. Whew. Okay, yeah, no, it's sort of folded in on itself. Right, so that goes there. This needs to be there. So I guess this needs to be 1 block further back. I mean, I cannot make it any smaller than I did originally, I don't think. Unless I go like that. And then this gets pushed here. What? What? That's a 3-piston system. Why is that working? I don't know. What you're hearing here is just genuine confusion over and over again. Why? Why does that system work? Why does... What? Just what? It was exactly the same. Now I am confused. Now I am really, really confused, and I am not afraid to admit it. So I have worked something out that is a little bit strange. So if you stick to the top of the piston, then it works absolutely fine. You can see we've got ourselves a working flying machine right there. Now, if you stick to the side of the piston, just like this, then once again, we have ourselves a fully functional flying machine. And that thing is small. Like, that is a small little flying machine. I'm sure it could be made smaller, but that is quite a dinky little system. But the only time that it doesn't work is if you run it directly into the back, which is really what I wanted to do, because I think that looks pretty cool. But for some reason, for whatever reason, it just doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. Now, I wonder if there's a way that I could do this system regardless of that. I don't know. I think I'm going to try my best to work that out while I'm making the flying Mumbo face. I couldn't help myself. I've managed to make it a tiny bit smaller. This one is 3x4 by something or other. Cool, okay. I feel like I'm getting these flying machines now. They're starting to make a little bit of sense to me. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm creating the top part of my Mumbo head. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Then my eye would go there, and the other eye would go right there, and then we're going to have the moustache that is going to be going down at the bottom. So right now, we have got my hairline. Good stuff. And as far as I can tell, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Okay, so we have sort of worked out the hairline okay. Now, this needs to be an immovable object. That right there is where our piston is going to be going. Now, the other flying machines that are going to be controlling this thing need to go somewhere. So I guess... Oh! That is 12. Which means that we're probably going to have to actually use one of the... So we're going to have to make use of one of these. This is going to have to be one of our powerers. Unless, of course... No, that is 12, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12. Oh, this one's going to be difficult. Oh, and we don't actually have any pusher blocks yet. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Things are coming together really quite nicely here. Look, we have got the full face. And in theory, we have got all of the slime blocks that are going to be rocking into each one of these blocks. Now, when I power this piston right here, we should see that the full face will move forwards. It actually works! Right, okay, so we have got the face pusher. Now what we have to do is just build the flying machine, which is going to be pushing that forwards. Oh my word! So then, yeah, if we just do a little bit of this action, let's see how we can do this. So these things right here, they're not too overloaded. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, as far as I can tell, oh, 9. 9. So that means that we can go 10 and then 11, which is absolutely perfectly fine. And if we just punch out a few extra blocks out here, and then have our piston there, so that is 5 right there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. And then we put this down right here. We could actually be onto a bit of a winner. So that there is going to go there. And then that will go up like this. We'll loop it round like that. We'll have a redstone block, I guess, there. There will probably be a good one. And I think that could be it. 1, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my word. Are we going to do this? That's 12 there in total. Are we going to build a working Mumbo face? No, we are not, because, yeah, that's actually in the wrong place. that needs to have a redstone block next to it. Here goes. Look at that! It's a flying Mumbo face! Oh, that is so funny! I can't believe how fast I'm actually picking this up. I was expecting this to be hellish. But that actually works. I mean, it's a super simple system, alright? It's really, really simple. And I'm sure there's some of you out there who have built loads and loads of flying machines who are sat there thinking, Mumbo, you know, this is really easy peasy stuff. But for me, this is a big, big deal. Right. Now let's move on to some weapons. I want to build some missiles. I think missiles seem like a good idea to me. Now, I've actually come up with a really simple idea for this one that I think you guys are going to be quite impressed with, and that is using the observer. Now, when you move an observer with a piston, oh, of course, that will give it a block update, won't it? I would have thought it would. So if you move this, say for example on the end of a slime block, every time that thing gets moved... my plan was that it would detect when it's hit a wall, and then it would power some TNT. Back to the drawing board then. Okay, my second idea is I'm going to use what I'm going to call a plunger. Now, I'm sure there is a technical term for this little thing right here, but the idea is that when it hits the wall, it will slide past all of the slime blocks, and it will trigger our TNT, which is going to be going right in the center. Now, it's going to be a fairly small payload for our first little missile right here. We're just going to have one little TNT. I might improve this at some point in the future, but for the time being, I would say that's probably pretty good. And that is going to go across like this. We're going to have the same powering system. Obviously, we need to hook into the TNT as well. And then, I guess, wrap this around like that. We'll have, once again, this sort of system. You know, it's really strange. I'm really good with placing in things and everything like that, then suddenly I forget everything that I've learnt over like the past 2 hours. But let's just see. So that would go across like that. And I guess we could have, yeah, a redstone block right there. So this isn't going to be a particularly fast moving missile. Now that's going to be pulling our plunger forwards. I actually think this could work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, and 11. That hasn't actually left us enough space. Maybe if we go across like that. So this is going to be a really big design. Can I just warn you? This is going to be pretty huge, because obviously this is my first missile. So let's just wrap that out like that. Good. Okay, so that's 5 there in total. 6. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. I guess we can just find out if my little, measly little missile system right here is actually going to work. It flies. It flies. It actually flies. That was unexpected. Let's see if the plunger works. No? No? Oh. Oh, man. I don't know what to do then. I genuinely don't know how to build this now. So it hits that. I don't know. Okay, new plan. Our plunger is now attached to a piston, which is off in this direction, is completely separate from the rest of the system, which means that when we hit the wall, in theory, it shouldn't break. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So everything is flying. That's good. Now let's see what happens when our plunger hits the wall. We've actually made one. It works. We've got a bomb system. Oh, that is fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have managed to achieve my goal. Now, I know, okay, I am well aware of the fact that the slime block flyer machines that I built in today's video were not the greatest slime block flyer machines in the world, but I hope you enjoyed me just muddling through all of this. I actually can't believe that system right there worked. Let me know down in the comment section if you want to see more of this thing, and if you did enjoy this video, please sure to that like button. If you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This is Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.